Whether you are launching a nail polish line or you're starting a grazing table business, these 5 tips are sure to help you boost your credibility and value on Instagram. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sofia Dedola. If you are new, hello. Here I like to post recipes, tutorials, and business tips. And if you like to graze and you like the gram, then subscribe below because this channel is for you. Tip number 1, you are your brand. Regardless if your brand has a logo and a completely different name than your actual name, you still are your brand. So what I mean by this is to bring those personal things going on with you into your professional brand. An example of this is on the Graze Academy. I posted a celery juice that I was making for my husband and I said something like, this is a self-care thing I like to do. It's very important to have a routine or do some self-care things that help balance my job and my business. So this is relatable because it's something personal. I'm not just doing gimmicky stuff on my Instagram and pushing out content that's the same thing on repeat. I'm showing little personal things like I like to make this, or this is a celery juice, or I like to do yoga. And it kind of ties into what I'm selling. So it just depends on what you're doing and what you're selling in your business, because self-care is a part of something I like to offer in my business and I totally believe in it. So find something that works for you and something you're passionate about and how it can tie in to your business and your brand. Tip number 2, tips and tricks. Okay, no matter what you're doing, you can be giving something away for free. This doesn't mean you have to give it all away, no matter what your business is, if it's nail polish or it's plants or designing or meal prep, you can still give things away to your audience for free. That's another way to tie into number 1 and kind of bring that personal feel. There is a way to give it away for free without giving everything away. I'm not sure if I already said that, but I'm saying it again because it's so important. There's enough to go around, and it's like basically what I do is I have the weekly graze. It's a newsletter that I send every week. I'm doing it right now with this YouTube video, and then especially on my Instagram accounts, I'm constantly fleshing out content and free tutorials and advice for people. So this is a really good one that you can get started on today on Instagram stories. Okay, number 3 is be consistent with aesthetic. What's an aesthetic, Sophia? How do I find that? Basically, it's kind of the flavor of your Instagram, if you will. You want to find 2 to 4 colors that are consistently your colors. Have you ever followed an account and you're like, wow, their page is so beautiful, the way they edit their images, and I love that they all look vintage, or I love their splash of lavender always popping up. That's aesthetic. So it's how you edit your images, using the same filter consistently, using the same editing consistently, and then also choosing colors and fonts that you are going to be using on repeat. If your colors are red and yellow like McDonald's, red and yellow, they're not going to pop out blue, pink, and purple. Their colors, McDonald's, you know, is red and yellow. So find your colors, 2 to 4 colors, find your fonts, 2 to 3 fonts, and then find your filters that you like and be consistent with those. Number 4, who are you following? Who you follow represents who you are. So if I have a nail polish line, I keep going back to this, I think I want a nail polish line. If I have a nail polish line, I'm not going to be following a bunch of bodybuilders or, Hondas. I'm going to follow, I don't know if Hondas have Instagram accounts. That just totally felt like the opposite of nail polish. You get what I'm saying. Who are your followers? You want to follow people that are, A, going to follow you back, that are going to be kind of similar to your brand. So, for example, I have a grazing table company, 2 of them, and I want to follow people that are related to that, whether it's food people in the industry, whether it's online courses, because I'm putting that out, whether it's entrepreneurs or people that like Food Network, things like that. Those are the people I want to follow. Those are the people I want to engage with. Now, when somebody follows you and your account, engagement is so important. I like to send direct messages to people ever so often if I have the time and just check in with them and say, hey, thank you so much for the follow. How are you? Welcome to my page. Let me know if you have any questions. you can do this with your business. It's a great way to have consistent engagement and build a following that's going to stay there with you. Number 5, utilize Instagram stories. This is a great way to build a solid foundation for your audience by consistently posting stories. This is great because you can show them your face. They're able to see who you are. Another reason is you can use polls. You can ask questions. You can do yes or no's. You can do a bunch of things on stories that can really build a conversation with your audience. And I like to do this because it's consistent engagement. And this makes it so that the audience is there to stay. You don't want to lose followers. You don't want to follow a bunch of random people and then unfollow them, which sometimes that works, and I do recommend kind of doing that in the beginning of your business just to build a little something, but not to consistently do that forever because it's not very nice and you don't want people to do the same thing back to you. Because there are apps, by the way, that people have and it says, suddenly Sofia unfollowed you. And then they're like, oh, rude, I'm going to unfollow all of her accounts. So just be careful with that. Obviously, I do recommend it in the beginning, like I said, but not forever. Hope you enjoyed those 5 tips. Go ahead and give them a try and let me know which one worked best for you and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I touched briefly on the self-care in this video. And next week, I'm going to go in depth of why I think self-care is so important when you're running a business. So you can check that video out next week. And I look forward to seeing you guys then.